Welcome to Short Game Long Talk, a video game podcast where we play short games and talk about them for entirely too long. My name is Eric, joined always by my co-host Jess.
Hello.
Jess, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. But no, I want to know how's life going? You've got lots of changes going on,
Life is
college student and all
good.
that.
Yeah, I just closed up the show I was in for the official Department of Theater up here, which is super fun and super cool.
It was good too. I went and saw it.
Yes, you did. I'm
Yeah.
really glad that everyone liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Um, what else? Oh, I got a job. I think
Yeah.
I've said that before, but
Maybe.
got the job. I interviewed, got promoted.
That's
Um, what else is happening in my life? Now I'm just locking in on all my
yeah,
classes.
as you should, right? That's this is gonna be so weird. Okay, so just a side note before we start talking about the incredible game that we played called Toem. So if you're here for that, that's what we're playing. We are going to talk about that. But I just had the thought of like we started this in when you were a senior in high school. Next year, when we go into our 5th year of the show, it will be your last semester of your senior year of college.
Yeah.
And the whole thing has been when we started this, I had a much busier job, and and you're still in the crux of your busy life as a college student.
hmm
What's going to happen when,
Once I have like a job.
yeah, like, and you have a regular schedule where we can set this aside and things like that? Like, are we going to make more content? Like, that's what
I
I'm
hope
so curious.
so,
Yeah, that'd be fun. We can do side projects, expand from there. Maybe you have your own content stuff that's outside of this.
because then I won't have like an extracurricular thing of like, oh my God, I have to do
Exactly.
for working hours. I'll just have
Exactly.
working hours.
Yeah, that's so exciting to think about. And like it's way closer than we think. Like that's
Oh, don't
crazy.
tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Mm,
I will
yeah.
die.
Look, you turn me to dust once an episode, I can make you like stressed about how fast time moves, okay? It's only fair. Only fair. Okay, focusing up. We played a game called Toem. It is a photography adventure game. And it's a black and white game, came out in 2021, published and developed by Something We Made with some extra funding by Humble Games. It's got a sequel coming out sometime this year, which is exciting. Uh,
Yay.
which that was planned, not planned at the same time. It was just like, I want to play this game. And Jess, the question I always ask: what did you know about this game going into it?
Absolutely nothing.
Hell yeah, it's my
Like
favorite
complete
answer.
completely. You sent me the screenshot of like, oh hey, I think I want to play this and all that. I've never seen that before. Okay.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so it took me. I played it on stream, so there's always a bit of a like bigger size to the game than actual. But I beat it. It says 3.4 hours. I would say it probably took me about 3 hours.
hmm
There is if you're wondering, there was a free DLC that came out that we did not get around to. We will do that as like a bonus probably later this year, so keep an eye out for that. How long did it take you, Jess?
It took me 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Nice.
The
Wow.
title screen tells you like all of your stats about the current state that you
Oh,
have.
smart, smart. Yeah, I just went off Steam.
Yeah.
Um,
My current
okay.
save, 2 hours, 14 minutes, and I've completed 75% of the base game.
Whoa, that's pretty good actually.
It also
You're
tells me
crushing it.
how many stamps I got and how many of the animals I got.
How many stamps did you get?
51 out of 65.
Okay. Okay, so I got a little bit more stamps than you because I think I'm only missing like 4 or 5, but which would inflate my playtime a little bit, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, so this game is basically a point and click adventure for the most part, where you can control it with a controller if you want. I think, end up switching to controller, but you can completely play it with one hand with just your mouse, I believe. I don't even know if you need to do anything else. It's a game where you play as a little guy who does not have a name. He's a cutie though, and he has no arms. He's just got legs. He looks like a little like babushka doll. It's
He
very
is.
cute.
He's so cute.
And your grandma, your nana, tells you, "Hey, go take a picture of Toem and experience the adventure of Toem like I did, and she shows you a picture of it, and it's like that scene, which I'm gonna date myself here. It's like that scene in Pulp Fiction where they open up the briefcase and it's just like shiny gold and beautiful, and then she shuts the book really fast, and she's like, "Okay, don't look too long. Go find it yourself." And I'm like, "Oh, what are we gonna
Oh.
see?" But yeah, the basic gist of this game is kind of going around talking to people with these crazy designs, solving little cute puzzles based off of environmental clues and talking to people and taking photos. And
Mhm.
that's it. Like that's all the game is, and it's so cute. So, high overview, Jess, what did you think of the game?
I thought it was so cutie, and I, like usually I'm able to split my attention
Hmm.
between, like, the game and then, like, the things that are happening around me, like, in my room and stuff.
Hmm.
This game, I was completely like, "Hold on, wait." Like, one of my roommates, he came over and just, like, sat next to my desk. I didn't even realize he was there until he, like, tapped my arm. I was like, "Oh
Oh,
my god." You scared
That
me.
that's so funny. That's good, because that's what's so funny is you look at this game and it's so I mean, it's obviously it just oozes style. It's got incredible art design, art direction. It's got incredible direction in general,
Yeah.
like cinematography and all this different things. Um, but it's very unassuming. But
Mhm.
you are right. It is you just are just consumed by this game when you're playing it. Like there,
Yeah.
you just want to keep playing it and focus on this game and do whatever you can to like help these people that you're interacting with because everyone's so quirky and nice in each area. Is there anything else we should kind of talk about before we kind of go into spoilers? Because there's not like a story really, except to reach very similarly to a short hike and many other games that we've played
Mhm.
in this on this podcast. Is like just get to the highest thing that you can.
As long as you make it there, you are good to go.
Right.
But no,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else I wanna talk about.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So go play this game. It's very short, like Jess said. She beat it in 2 hours. There's some extra stuff in there. Basically, the way the progression works is all you need to do is a it's basically like Super Mario or any of the 3D Mario games that you've ever played, where you just need a certain number of moons, stars, whatever to move forward. And this one, it's stamps, and everyone
Yeah.
will give you a stamp based off of. I forget exactly. You played it today, so
Yes.
remind me what the stamps are called. Are they like they're
It's
basically like a good job?
community
It's a what?
it's like community building. Oh my god, why am
Okay,
I forgetting it? I just played it 2
yeah.
hours ago.
Yeah, it's like it's basically for doing a good job, you'll get a stamp from somebody. And it's very cute and very like not American, basically. Like you can tell this game was not made in the US because it's more of a like hey, yeah, it's a Swedish publisher. I just saw out of the corner of my eye. It's like you can tell it's about like community, nature, being nice to people and just helping each other out, which is really really cool.
You get a
And so
community card, and then they
uh,
give you stamps for doing community work.
Right. There you go. Exactly. And so, yeah, you just get stamps, and then you need a certain number of stamps to ride the bus stop to the next area. And there's four, I would say four and a half areas.
Yeah,
Four and a half areas in the base game. And then I think there's one big one in the DLC that we didn't get to, but we will eventually, like we said.
eventually.
Okay. So, with that, we're going to move into spoilers. This is your last chance. Go play the game. It's very cute, it's very fun.
Very fun and
If you have a
very bite-sized.
Yes, if you have a Switch, like this feels like the perfect game to go play it on, because it's basically on everything. I think, yeah, Windows, Switch, PS5, uh, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Go play it. It's cute, and the new one's coming out soon, so there's probably a deal. And it's also in a lot of humble bundles, which I'm pretty sure is how
Yeah.
I got it. Or if you're somebody who just snatches up things on Epic Games, I'm pretty sure about a year and a half ago it was a free game on there. So you might have it already. But okay, we're going to talk spoilers now. This is your final warning. Uh, Jess,
Yes.
just because this is going to be a quickie episode, it's not going to be
Mhm.
super long. What was your favorite area?
My favorite area had to be, the city or the
Okay.
mountain.
Okay.
Those
Why?
2 places. They were just so cute and, like, okay, I did not like the fact that we didn't have a map. That
Oh yeah.
low-key pissed me off a couple
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
because 'cause I'd be like, "Oh, I need to get back to this place," and I would make like 5 left turns, and I'd be
Mhm.
like, "Where the fuck am I right now?"
The city specifically was very difficult to navigate, I would
Yeah,
say.
especially
Yeah.
after the taxi guy.
Yes, when he
Um,
started showing up, I was like, "Where are you taking me? Wait, hold on."
but, I just the amount of things that were hidden around the city and the mountain, like, there's some stuff hidden in the seaside, but the city and the mountain, there's just, like, all the street art that you could find and all the,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the art that's chiseled into the mountainside and all that
Mhm.
stuff, like, that was so fun, and all the animals you could find in those 2 places, like, I know you could find animals everywhere, but
Yeah.
it felt like there were more animals in those 2 places rather than the other ones. Um, because like,
Were
I
you were you focused in on getting photos of all the animals?
after I realized that it gave me a little like, "Oh, you've added to a collection," I've been like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm gonna get a picture of everyone."
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's like always the part of Pokemon that hasn't like appealed to me is catching everything. So like if I see something interesting, then I took a picture of it. You know, like
Yeah.
the potato flies, every
Mhm.
single one I saw. Those are so funny. Like the one
Those are
that was
so
like
cute.
just chilling in a raft or the one
By the
skateboarding.
water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God, they're so sick. Yeah. But
And the fact
I
you
was
had to
curious.
perfectly time the skiing one,
Oh my
I
God, the
was
skiing
sitting
one was
there.
so funny. Yeah, I was very curious if you liked and went after those a bit more because that
Yes,
definitely that definitely would take a while to get everything. But
and I pet
uh,
every cat.
oh, every cat, nice. Did you
Every
get an achievement for that?
Yes,
Oh, nice. I don't know if I got. I don't. I must have missed every cat, but I definitely took a picture
at
of
least
a
I
lot of
think
them.
I did.
Yeah, there's a lot of achievements for this. Like I have
Yeah.
13, and there's still 22 more.
How many do I That is not what I was looking for, Steam. Steam opened my chats. I
Oh yeah, the very well used Steam chat function.
I've
Everyone
I
uses
got
that.
18 out of 48.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'm at 20. So it looks like I actually have 28 more because I'm at 20 out of 48. Yeah, one of my favorite things was when you would talk to like take a picture of a random NPC and it would give
Mhm.
you like a very detailed photo and I was like, "Oh my God, that's so
Oh.
cute." Like, yeah, the little old man on the mountain. Oh, they're so cute. I loved them.
Did you
Um,
see the seagull that, like, was, like, perfectly positioned and, like, it just instead of the regular picture of a seagull, it was, like, this most detailed picture of a seagull with,
yes.
like, a scarf on. I was like, "Oh, okay, hi,
Yeah.
buddy."
Yeah, what was his name? The Flight Ready, that was the one, yeah, that's so funny. That one cracked me up. Basically, this game that's the other thing, is this game is so funny. Like, so many times did I just get got out of the
Yeah.
absurdity. My favorite moment is the clip I posted like, YouTube was when you get the sandwich from the seagulls, uh
Mhm.
and they're just vibing out, dancing around it with like a killer beat, and then you just have to like honk your horn at them. Which again, the horn led to
The
one of the
horn,
funniest moments I've ever
that
had.
killed me.
Yeah, because what horn? When you used it for the first time, did it just sound like a horn?
It sounded like a horn, but then I started spamming it,
Hmm.
and I got the man screaming.
That was my first one. I pressed it and it was like, ah! And I was like, what the fuck was that? What do you mean? It was so fun. This game is so funny. Like, or when I love that. Like, it was somebody pointed out in my chat because they came in, they like joined while I was saying this sentence, and I was like, hey guys, remind me to put the sunglasses back on so that I could talk to the ghosts.
Ghosts.
And and that's just a funny, absurd thing that you can do. And that was another one of my favorite moments was in the forest town. That's the thing is like I'm thinking about like which one is my favorite. I'm like, oh, I loved interacting with all the people in the forest. I was like, oh, I loved finding the DJ moose. Like I loved that.
Yes.
I loved going underwater and like and then taking pictures of all the cryptids throughout the areas and stuff like that. And then like I loved just the puzzles of the like water area, and
Mhm.
then but then yeah, the city is super fun because you have like so many ridiculous interactions like making people wear like hot dog
Hot dog.
hats. And then yeah, and the mountain obviously is self-explanatory. It's like the crux of the whole game. But um yeah, this game is just like I was enjoying myself so much. And like one of the funniest things it was another thing I posted as a clip, so if you want you can go to YouTube and check it out. But it's You can also watch. I should mention I streamed this, so you can watch my entire playthrough of this game. There's a VOD
Yeah.
of it on my Twitch or on my YouTube. But when it's the basically like three card Monty, right? Is the game, except you're hiding it
Mm-hmm.
with a cup, and the guy did it with a rock, and it's always on our right, and it always is in the same spot each time. I was like, come on, that's so funny, because at one point they move really quick, but if you're following it, it always just ends up in the right spot.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. He's like, wow. The ghost is like, you're amazing at this. I was like, guy, it was in the same spot three times in a row. It basically didn't move. That would have actually been hilarious too. As if like
Yeah.
one of the times he just didn't
Didn't
move
move
that
it.
one. Oh man, there's just so many funny things. Or like the trying to help the horse ghost, and you take a
Yeah.
pic, and then you find the picture of him. He's like, wow, I was beautiful.
I didn't realize that that was what I needed to do. I
Uh-huh.
thought, because the picture of the horse had, like, particles around it,
Uh-huh.
so I thought that was what the kid was talking about the monsters.
Uh,
And then the
yeah.
kid, he mentioned something about being stink about the monsters being stinky, and the
Ah.
kid had stinky particles around him, so I went, "What if he's just talking about himself?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's funny.
he was like, "Neither of these pictures are it, but funny joke." And I was like, "Oh,
Guess not.
whoopsies."
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. The figuring out the cryptids, what was actually, like you mentioned, that guy, which is that was really fun. I do wish they were a little more complicated than what they all
Oh,
became,
yeah.
because they all were just the same puzzle of like place your tripod, go hide, and then take a picture. Which I wish there was a little bit more complexity to that. But overall, those were super fun to like be like, oh yeah, that guy's hiding over there, and it teaches you. It's like really good game design of like when you interact with the flower thing, he comes out, and then the second you come out of that, he hides back in the trees. And so you're like, oh, okay, if I place a tripod, which you need to do anyways to take a picture of yourself in the cutout area,
Oh.
and then you take a picture of that and you hide, and then you just turn your tripod around, and then you take a picture of him, which is fun.
I Thanks for telling me how to do that one because I didn't know how to get that.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. Yeah. That one was, and then after that, it's all basically the same, where it's like, oh, you can see him disappear really
I
quickly. So
saw
you're
them
like,
disappear, so I whipped out my camera and they would never reappear, and I was like, "What? How am I supposed to
oh,
do this?"
yeah, the one on the mountain was my favorite because like he's huge. His nickname is like Tolly or something like that, and he's just the size of the mountain, and it's so funny. Um, but yeah, that's that. I do wish they were a little more difficult than just set your tripod down and hide. But that's kind of the thing, is like there's a couple in this that I didn't solve on my own. I don't think I looked up anything, but there's a couple that are remaining that I do need to like look up.
Mhm.
But overall, like for the most part, you can definitely beat this game without ever needing to look anything up, because uh there's
Yeah,
always enough things that you will figure out naturally to then
enough
get to the
stamps.
to the next area. But I'm curious, were you like trying to clear out as many stamps as you could before dipping, or were you like, oh, I got enough stamps, I'm moving on to the next
I
area?
w I would do all the stamps that were, like, very blatant to me,
Mhm.
like, there were some times where, like, I needed 9 stamps, I got, like, 11 and I left.
Okay.
But I think the beach area, I
Hmm.
got, like, 15 stamps,
No,
and
nice.
I only
Yeah, I think
needed,
that
like, 6.
that one was weird to me. I was like, why is that one 6? Like it felt so random. Um but yeah, I think I was doing as many as I could, and I usually left with like 2 or
Mhm.
3 at most left over.
Leftover.
Um because I was like, I was just vibing, and they're very fun. But there's a couple that I'm like very curious what they are, to go back and get those, see if there. I don't think there's a true ending or anything like that, but I am curious about like if there is something special,
A
because
conclusion.
this feels like a perfect game to like platinum 100%.
Yeah.
Get everything, because it's like everything's so easy. Like yeah, most of them are just like taking a picture of things.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's the whole game is just kind of like find these moments that exist in this world and have fun with them. Like take a picture of a grandma driving a crazy
A
car,
crazy car.
or
The
try to take
radical
a
moment.
yes, the radical moment, or take a picture like I did, take a picture of a piece of poop and put sunglasses on it. You know, you can
Really?
do that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I was like, I saw it and I was like, hold on, and then I put on the filter, and I was like, this is hilarious. So I took a picture of some cool shit.
Yeah.
It's very yeah, like literally. Um, yeah, this game, like I didn't know where it was going to go, uh, really
Yeah,
with
it
like
was
uh-huh.
I couldn't like for most games I can predict like what's gonna
Mhm.
happen in the next like area or like what what tasks I'm gonna be given in the next area. This game just doesn't let you predict
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, it's absurd in a way that like it definitely feels like a fun little like kids cartoon that like you'll enjoy into your adulthood. That's like the kind
Yeah.
of absurdist humor that's happening. Like, you know, like in the sea area where you can honk the horn at the guy who's leaning on the bridge and he falls
Mhm.
off and you get the Wilhelm scream as he falls off. And then you're like, oh man, what the heck? And then you like go outside and he's like, oh, actually, that was
That's
pretty
kind of
nice.
fun.
Yeah. Like I love stuff like that. Or like, where the generator isn't working, so they open it up and they're like, take a picture of the thing that's broken. And I'm like, guy, you can see.
You
Like,
can see in, dog.
yeah,
No,
what
I
are we
literally
doing here?
I inverted the camera so because I was like, maybe it's too dark.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, I don't need to invert the color
Yeah.
at all. It's
Yeah.
really, really light in there.
Dude, that would be interesting. I wonder if they'll do that in Toem too. Which we can kind of expand on that at the end, like once we talk about everything. I think that would be a
Yeah.
fun thing to be like, hey, what would we want from a sequel in this game? Because I think what we can do is watch the trailer for Toem 2 because if I remember correctly, the art style is still very similar, but I think they went 3D with it.
Ooh, okay.
So we can kind of react to that and watch that together, and it'll be a nice way to kind of wrap that up. But yeah, like there wasn't very many times where I could predict what was going to happen. Like when you get up to another absurd thing that happens is when you help the guy at the lighthouse because his thing is broken.
Mm, mhm.
The lighthouse is broken, so he can't see the boats. So you have to take a picture of the boats and then show him. And then you're like, okay, but how are you going to save the boats that are in the thing? And he's like, okay, I'm going to honk. And he honks the horn and they just get launched out of the. I'm like, what is happening?
What?
Why is. Why is this why is this horn launching these boats
Boats
out
into
of the
the air.
mountains? I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I mean, we've already met ghosts in this world. It's all good. Oh, one of the things I loved was the photo challenges.
Mm, mhm.
Those were fun little like they give you a really fun one right at the start of the first like full area, the forest area, where they're like, "Oh, take a picture of a small army," and I was like, "Small army? What is that? What could that be?"
I
And
thought it was
then
scouts at first.
yeah, right. Especially because like immediately to your if you make a right hand turn,
Mhm.
you'll go over there and see them. But then I was like, oh, ants. If there's ants around, we're in the forest, like army ants, like. And
Mhm.
then yeah, that's the solution, which is fun. Like it's super cute. And then one of the funny things I kept commenting on was like so many houses and buildings just not having doors that you can
Yes.
enter.
I li I saw, like, there's one, I think, in the mountain where it
Hmm.
had a chimney that had smoke coming out of it, and I went around looking for any door or any window, and
Hmm.
it had no windows and no
Yeah.
doors, and I was like, "What is there why is there a chimney on a
Yeah.
block?"
Yeah. I think it's just like game design to be like, look, you can't go in there. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Because there's so many things in this game that you can interact with without realizing that will like, melt some ice or do whatever. That will kind of expand on the story and give you a little bit more to do in this game. So I think it's smart that they're like, if it's a building that doesn't have a door, don't worry about it. It's just there for set dressing, like because we don't want you wasting your time trying to get in there. So I'm cool with it, but I did think it was really funny. Where I was like, wait, that building doesn't have a. I was like, how do you get in there? Like, Yeah, because the scout house had that, and there was no door, and I was like, I want to go in there. I bet there's some interesting stuff.
Right, it'd be so cute in there.
Yeah. Um, Also, did you complete the like the stranger?
Yes, that was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
The having to go find him, seek him out in, like, every place,
Hmm.
which where did you have the most trouble in? Because I had the most trouble in the city finding
The
him.
city. The city. Yeah. That's
Like,
where I was so confused, and then I accidentally found him.
I I went up that staircase and then, like, I was looking at it from the angle. Because the great thing about this game is as much as you can control the camera, there are some places where they force your perspective where you have to use your camera to look.
Yes.
Um, I was like, "There's a gap in this staircase. I wonder what that."
Then he's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Yeah, literally.
How how did you feel about the reveal?
What animal was it again?
I think it was a beaver.
A beaver? That's what I thought. Yeah, it was two beavers in a trench coat.
Yeah.
And I was like, uh, uh, I was like, this is very absurd, but very funny. And I definitely was like, what the hell? But like, I did think it was cute. I
Yeah.
definitely wanted it to be like something, but you know, the joke was pretty good too. I'll take that.
And the fact I was a little confused by this, but the fact that all the military men were like, "Oh, of course, it was an undercover operation. Good work." I was like, "Y'all work with beavers?"
Hey, d- no questions. Like, that's this game basically. Like, there's the guy, there's the snowman guy who he is stuck in his
In the
snowman,
snowman.
and then you help him out and it just explodes everywhere, and somehow the snowman stays in perfect positions and then flies throughout the map and stuff like that. Like, there's so many absurd Saturday morning cartoon things that are happening in this game that you're just like, all right,
Alright,
uh,
cool.
just just go with it. And I think that's a big strength of this game for sure. And yeah, you mentioned the perspective of like the camera and stuff, and I'm like, that it feels like a magic trick every time, because they do it to you right at the beginning when you're in your nana's house, and she's
Mhm.
like, and you're just, you have the isometric view, and you can turn the angle that you're viewing fully with the stick or whatever. And then she gives you the camera, and she's like, "Oh, take a picture of me." And then you take a picture, and then all of a sudden you're in a fully realized 3D environment that you can see, like, the walls weren't there a second ago. Now the walls are
Yeah,
there. And like all of a sudden there's doors there that you couldn't see before. And that first time is like so
so
wild.
yeah,
And then they just keep doing it over and
and
over and
over
over
and
again.
over again.
Yeah, I absolutely adored like that magic trick of like, we're in a isometric 2D view, and now we're in first person and it's fully 3D, and there's a bunch of things that you couldn't see before that now you can see. And I was like,
Mhm.
wow, that's actually
Ye
incredible.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, what was your favorite, like, collecting what was your favorite stamp that you got?
Favorite stamp. Ooh.
'Cause I have mine.
Give me yours, and then maybe I'll look through my achievements and see.
Mine was a mountain goat choir.
Oh my god, the mountain goat fire was so funny. Yeah, tell them about it.
So you enter the mountain area, and there's this like bench with a little sign that says, "Would you like to experience the mountain goat choir?" And you say yes, and the sign talks, and it's like, where are our mountain goats? You have to go find all of our mountain goats and bring them back so that you can listen to the choir. And I was like, okay. They're all just around the
Mm,
the mountain area on pine trees, and you have to stare at them with your camera.
it's so
And
funny.
after you stare at them for like 5 seconds, they hop down the tree and then go back to the rock. And I was like, I only found 3. And so I was like, "Oh my god, like, I'm probably missing so many." I go back to the area and it's like, "Thanks, you found all our mountain goats. Do you wanna hear our song?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
And you sit down on the bench and you listen to the song, and it's a mountain goat choir.
it's hilarious. Yeah, the music in this game has no business being as good as it is.
Mm-mm.
The
I love
composers
finding other
are
music.
Jamal Green and Launchable Socks, and you can actually meet Jamal Green. He's in the second area. If you go into the restaurant in the
Mhm.
hotel.
Mhm,
You
mhm,
can actually talk to him, which is really cute. And yeah, when you were saying that, I think just for the sheer fact that this exists, my favorite one was, what is it called? The Grand Clock Tower. That was my favorite.
mhm.
Just because people talk about it in the city, and they say like, oh, there's a clock tower that only, there's a people come for the clock tower because it only chimes at on the hour, and there's like an old like chicken or some kind of bird in there, and I was like, oh, okay, for sure. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like watching, and I'm like, oh, for sure it's got to be like not on actual time. And then come to find out it's actually
Yeah.
set to your computer's time. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, okay. So like I just went around, and like you can hear me on stream being like, I gotta get back there. It's gonna happen in like 3 minutes. Like I gotta go. And so I just love that I love little puzzles like that where it's like it's reading on what is actually happening to you. I thought that one was really, really
Really
cute.
yeah.
Just the creativity of that, which kind of leads me to my next thing. The big photos that you can get in each
Mhm.
area, so cool
So,
every time it
so
happens.
cool.
Like, so you have the hotel, which was so sick. When you finally get to the hotel, like the back of the hotel, to take a picture to give to the hotel manager as like their big branding, and it's this beautiful shot that they put in your scrapbook automatically. Oh my God. I was like, oh, that's cool. And it sets you up to be like, hey, keep an eye out for these.
Or the pictures.
Yeah. And then the next one is the Smiling Huntsman, which is
Yes.
a sunken boat in the water area that you have to get a diving helmet to get, which was super funny.
Which sorry, just a
Hmm.
little sidebar about that area.
Hmm.
The fact that, like, it muffled everything and, like, it you did I honked on accident because
Yeah.
I was playing on an Xbox controller,
Okay.
but I've been playing the PS4, so
Hmm.
the buttons are all inverted, so I
Yeah. Yeah.
accidentally honked, which is really funny because RT is what you use to take the picture on
Right.
but I went, "Oh, let me click this button."
Yeah.
Did not mean to click it at all. Um, and I also tried to get out, and then I honked again. But
Hmm.
the first time I honked, I didn't hear it, and then the second time I honked, I didn't hear it, and I was like, "Wait, I can't hear it because 'cause I'm underwater."
Yeah, that's so cool. Like that's such a smart little choice that they made. I love that they did that. Yeah, like the sound, like I said, the sound design in this game is real good. It's really,
Yeah,
really good. And it just kind of shows like, oh yeah, just because it's a smaller game doesn't mean you can't make it so good like that. That's funny. Like I love that because I didn't obviously do that. So I'm glad that they have that little detail, that little touch. It makes it that much better. And then for the next area, you had the clock tower, like I mentioned, and
yeah.
then let me see. Well, the last one, the last one is the titular Toem. So, is there anything before we talk about that, like that bit, that ending? Is there any other things you want to talk about? Any other quests? Maybe Balloon Boy?
Balloon Boy was so cute.
Yeah.
That was such and I took a picture of their house,
Hmm.
'cause the inside was so cute with their cats and then the family portrait.
Hmm.
Which I wanted to go take another one to see if that would, like, trigger anything, but I was too, like, determined to go to Toem, so I was like, "Well,
Hmm.
I'll come back to that."
Yeah.
But no, Balloon Boy was really cute and really funny, and the
Hmm.
fact that you just tie him around your waist and
Yeah.
go.
And he's just up there at the top of the mountain, just
Just my
struggling.
yeah, struggling,
Uh,
and then he's just right above you, just smiling
yeah.
the
Once you
entire
tie him, he's
time.
like, "Oh yeah, cool." Yeah. I actually just remembered you
Mm.
can wear clothes.
Mhm.
What were you rocking for most of the game?
I was barefoot because I did not wanna wear those clogs.
Okay.
Um,
You didn't get
un
sneakers?
until the city when I got the sneakers,
Okay.
but I didn't get the sneakers until right as I was about to leave the city.
Uh,
I could have been traversing that bitch so much more
yeah.
quicker
Yeah.
than I was.
Yeah, they're very
Uh,
helpful.
but then I was rocking throughout the city, I was rocking the, hot dog hat until I
Nice.
had to put on the journalist hat for
Mhm.
some of the quests. And then when I had left, I was changing my outfits, like,
Mhm.
very, very typical for me, but, um, like, what was it? I wore the entire time I was in the mountain area, I wore the helmet. I did not wear those ski goggles. I wore my astronaut helmet. Um, 'Cause what do you mean? You either have ski goggles, which do in fact help you see, or an
Uh-huh.
astronaut helmet.
Yeah, I know. That was very funny. I did like that, getting all of the pieces of uh,
My own
the
stuff.
yeah, you did eventually get, like, it helped you, which was cool.
Mhm,
I was like, "Oh, yeah." I did like that most of the gear, actually did something,
mhm,
instead of just, like, were a look. I mostly wore the sunglasses just because I didn't wanna miss a ghost. And
mhm.
then I think I wore the hat, like the basic hat that you get, and then like the fisherman's hat that you get later. And
Yeah.
then I put the foam finger on and then forgot about it, so I just had that the entire game.
Real. I had the foam finger on for a little while, and then it just kept getting in my way when I wanted to take a picture of myself, so I was
Mhm.
like, "You know what? Foam finger, you're retired."
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, it's literally just there for you to like point at things, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I just forgot about it, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I guess I had the foam finger the entire time." Any other things that you would like to touch on as
The
we?
mixtapes, the cassettes.
Oh yeah.
That was so cool. You got to I would change my music all the time
Hmm.
because there's just, like, some points where there's probably cassette tapes, like, littered around for every part of the map,
Right.
but I was not looking that hard for him. Um, like, when I got the one from the sound developer in the hotel, like, I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
that's cool."
Yeah.
But I would just, like, realize that there wasn't any music playing, and I would go in my cassette tapes and turn one on, and then I'd
Uh-huh.
have music in the background.
I do love that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it's because it's a parody on the Walkman
Yes,
and
the hike woman,
the Hike Woman, that's it. I knew
or
it
is
was
it the
woman,
hike girl?
lady, yeah, something like that. But it was just so funny. I was like, "Oh, that's cute." I like that a lot. Um, yeah, that I thought that was really cool. I love a game that lets you customize whatever music you want. Because there's some good tracks in this, like the gang in the city.
Mhm.
I liked their music. I love that they were like, "Go take pictures of all the graffiti," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" I already took like 5 of them. 'Cause I kept seeing them, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Um, that was fun too, when you would just take a picture of something that was interesting, and then you would go
Mhm.
to a quest, and you're like, "Oh, I already
Oh,
did
wait.
that. Here."
I
Yeah, here
caught
you.
onto it, like, because I would be like, "Oh, that's interesting," and I would walk away from it, and then
Mhm.
like, the city, I was like, "I should take pictures of things I think interesting," because
Yeah,
by that point, I had enough pictures to get into the gang without needing to, like, run away from them for
exactly.
I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you need 5 pictures of street art? Bing, 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 bing." It was the dog, the rat behind the gang,
Mhm.
a crown, and then there's
Did you
2
say
others.
pizza?
Oh, the pizza.
And then there's the guy in the escalator. Did you get him?
No, I got a different one. There's,
Okay,
like,
the
20 of
escalator
them.
one's so funny, where he's like, it's right when you get to the city, and you can see it on the left-hand side,
Oh,
and
really?
if you time it right, they basically they spray painted each step, so
Step?
if you
Oh.
angle it right, when it's coming down, there's a point where you can see a guy, and it's
Oh, that's
so
so
funny.
sick.
Yeah, I loved it. That one, I just saw that, and I was like, "Oh, I have to take a picture of that. That's cool." And I also love, oh my god, just this game is so funny. Like we're gonna miss, this is gonna be a little shorter episode. We're gonna talk about Toem 2 a bit on like what we want from that, but there's so much in this game. Like I just remembered right now because to the left of the escalator is the guy that you can talk to, and he's like, "Man, I don't really like my job, but I'm really good at cleaning
Cleaning
stuff."
things.
And then later you're like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then when you go to the gang, they throw your camera in the
Camera in
mud,
the
and
mud.
you get a muddy camera item. And then you're like, "Oh, the guy that wanted to clean," and he's like, he cleans it for you, and he's like, "This has really opened up my eyes. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna change my career to be a, to be."
To clean everything.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." There's
Oh,
so many things that are like that. Yeah.
I have a question because I used the mud. I used a picture I took in the mud,
Mhm.
as my art gallery.
Oh,
What did you choose?
I didn't do that one.
Oh, there's an art gallery that
Yeah.
she needs a distorted picture.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't wanna go and, like, figure out which
Mhm.
filter or, like, border gives you, like,
Distortion.
distortion, but I
Yeah.
had taken a picture of a wiener dog named Portillo
Incredible.
with the mud
Incredible.
on it, and I showed it to her because I was like, "Maybe this is distorted enough," and she's like,
Uh,
"Oh my god, your artistic expression, and it's named
oh,
Portillo. Ah, I see what you mean now." And I was like, "Oh, this worked? Oh,
wow.
okay."
That's awesome. I took a picture of her with a distortion and she didn't accept it. So I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm not gonna worry about it." That's awesome that you used the mud and then the picture of the wiener dog. That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
I tried to do the picture that I had originally taken because the picture I had, like, first taken as soon as I got the mud on me was the graffiti behind the gang.
Mhm. Yeah.
But she didn't accept it. She was like, "You can only submit work that has a name on it." And I didn't
Um,
wanna go and put a
um,
name on any of my stuff at that moment,
uh-huh.
but when you take a picture of an animal, it gives you their name under the picture, and
That
that's
makes
technically a
sense.
name. So I was like, "Well, that works."
Wow, that's really clever. I like that a lot. Oh, wow, that's good to know. That's yeah, that's really, really funny. Yeah, that was one of the ones where I was just like, "Ah, I'll come back to it. It's fine." That's awesome. That's a fun little puzzle. That's fun that we both had ones that we solved that the other one didn't.
Didn't.
Um, Anything else before we talk about the end of this game?
I'm trying to think. Not I don't think so.
Okay. So, the final area.
Mhm.
You're in the mountain, and then you take a bus, and the bus gets picked up by a hot air balloon, basically, and then planted even higher up the mountain, and it's like dangling on the edge. And the bus driver's like,
Please
"Could
hurry.
you? Yeah, please hurry. I'm hanging on here." And I was like, oh, "You've never been up here before, or what?"
Like
Uh,
what?
but yeah, you basically climb up the mountain and it's really nice. Like it's a very cool environment. And then please tell me what you like your how you felt with the end of this game because I was dumbfounded when that happened.
I was like, "Okay, it's just a little gemstone on top." And then I saw the, like, little eyes thingy that clue you in to say, like, "Oh, hey, look at this." I stared at it, and then when it exploded, I was like, "Oh my god," and I started spamming my trigger to try
Yeah.
to get, like, as good of a picture as I could when it exploded.
Yeah, it was insane. Like the music hitting, the visuals, and all of a sudden there's color in this game for the first time. Like there's the northern lights that are coming across, and you're like,
Oh my god.
whoa. And I liken it to, a short hike where I'm like, these fucking indie games, man, that have to do with mountains. Like
I
just
know.
you get to the top of the mountain and then they're like, here's some beautiful shit that you're gonna experience, whether it's a phone call and a short hike or, you know, this incredible, like one of a kind experience of Toem, which
Yeah.
I just was like not expecting that. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's going to be a very nice photo. And then it's like one of the most beautiful things I've seen in a game. And I was like, all right, well, that's insane. That's crazy. I did not expect that at all. Yeah, this little game making you feel that kind of feeling is just like crazy. Like I'm excited to kind of finish this game up, maybe platinum it if I feel like it, do the DLC, and then whenever Tome 2 comes out, if you're listening, if you're listening, something we made, feel free. We can you can come on the show if you want. We'd love to have you talk about the game a bit and see why you made the decisions you did between 1 and 2 because I'm sure there's going to be differences.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, not really. That it's just a really good game. People should go play it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I
it's such a
definitely like if I didn't have homework to do after this episode, I would
uh,
definitely go and continue playing it.
yeah, it feels like one of those games that you could just play, whenever you want just to relax a bit.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, it's there's no reason for people to not go play this game because it's so easy to just pick up and play, and like there's really no barrier of entry to play this game, and it goes on sale quite a bit. So definitely go check it out. Honestly, this is a verbal show. There's no B-roll or anything like that. Like this is a game that you can experience and have fun with on your own. And basically, we spoiled nothing for the most
Yeah.
part.
There's only
Okay,
2 puzzles that we spoiled.
exactly. So I'm gonna send you the I'll just DM it to you right now.
Okay.
The link that I'm gonna watch, and then we can kind of talk a bit about Toem 2
Okay.
as it's coming about. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me know when you're ready.
I just got to the click
Okay.
of the
Oh, he looks older. He's taller.
He is.
Wow. New camera.
Oh,
Actual platforming. Whoa. This is gonna be a bigger stamp area. Dude, there's actual platforming in this.
dude. Oh, I'm gonna have so much trouble.
Oh my god, this looks so cute. Now knowing what we've played, like I've seen this trailer before and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
now I know contextually what I'm looking at here. Wow, yeah. Instant buy. Instant
Mhm.
buy. So, okay, now that we've watched that, and if you haven't watched it, I'm sure I have it linked. It's just if you look up Toem 2 trailer, it's the Nintendo Switch one. Um, it does look fairly similar, but it does look updated a bit. What do you want from that game?
I hope that it will be the platforming won't be too hard. We all know how bad I am at
Yeah.
platforming.
Yeah.
But I'm just really excited for it. Like just the fact that it still looks simple, but they added more like 3D elements to the 2D part of the game is super cool and super fun. And yeah, I genuinely can't wait to play that.
Yeah, that looked great. Yeah, I think for me, I think the platforming looks cute. It doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty grippy, where
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it's going to be too hard. It's probably going to be like a magnetic situation. So if you're nearby where you need to land, it's going to pull you. That's what it appeared to be. Um, I hope that they do. It seems like it. They have a lot more interactive puzzles, right? It looks like on there you're like screwing a
doing it.
screw that raises like a cherry picker, and like you're cutting fabric and things like that, and like I'm very curious what that camera is because it's
Yeah,
different and
it's
it's
different.
clearly
And
uh-huh.
it said like there's a phone option too.
Yeah. And it's also you're like interacting with the environment through the camera. So I'm like, what kind of camera is this? So, but we'll be there. We'll play it. If it comes out, if it actually does come out this year, it might be like inadvertently be the year of sequels because we still need to do Coffee Talk episode 2,
Too.
which is a bit of a longer one. So maybe we'll save that for the summer. And then also this year is Coffee Talk Tokyo.
Yep.
So might end up having a year of sequels if Toem 2 comes out as well. I have no problem doing two episodes of Coffee Talk because good God, those games are great.
That game we could talk about forever.
Yes, that would be a fun one to do a double episode with like whether it's 2 episodes in one or 2 episodes in 1 month kind of thing. Because yeah, that'd be great. I mean, yeah, we're closing in on basically being booked up for the rest of the year if
Yeah.
certain games come up because we still need to do Neva with Cog. We if Toem 2 comes out, we'll probably play it and we might as well talk about it.
Mhm.
We got 2 episodes of Coffee Talk that are left, and then I can say this now. Next episode for April, we're playing Kaichu, which is it's Kaichu, Kaichu, the Kaiju dating game, with Kate from No Small Games, which we're very excited about. Uh, I'm a part of that Discord over there and hanging out there occasionally. And she mentioned that there's a game about kaiju's dating, and I was like, well, I gotta play that. And then I looked at it, sure is cute as hell. So I was like, do you want to come on the show and talk about that? And she's like, absolutely. I was like, hell yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
next month we're gonna have a first time guest on the show, which will be fun. We haven't had one of those in a minute. And yeah, we'll discuss what's happening. Who knows? Maybe over the summer when you're a little more free before college senior year starts up, we'll grind out a couple episodes so we
Yeah,
can, because there's a lot of good games. There's a lot of good
there's so
games.
many good games.
Yeah. And I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about with Toem 2? Like any ideas or thoughts or anything like that, or are you ready to wrap up?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, then take us away. Where can people find us?
You can find all of our links in the show notes. Links to the Discord, links to our website, or if you don't want to look into the show notes for some reason, you can search us up at cody.poti period pika period page, which is cody.pika.page. That is our website, and you can find us there. You can find the Discord link. You can find literally everyone who is in the Discord in there, which includes, hold on, I have it.
I believe in you.
Eric's streaming and other content, Mr. the Human, 70% Complete, which is our good friend Phil, The
Mhm,
Content Mill, which is Eric's other podcast with a bunch of
mhm.
the people from Corner of the Internet, Heroic Headgear, Gianni, who goes by My Name is Gianni, and then Kayla from JK Games as Palettes and Pages.
Yeah, look at you.
I got it.
Lots of people. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure if you're here listening, you're probably already in the Discord, but if you're not, come hang out. It's literally the best place to get in touch with us. Lots of fun stuff going on in there. Very active. If you like Uma Musume, which I don't know what the crossover is with this show and Uma Musume, but if you like Uma Musume and you're listening to the show, I have a feeling you're probably in the Discord already.
Yeah.
But if you're not for whatever reason, come join. It's a very active community. A lot of cool stuff going on all the time. Randomly talking about, I'm pretty sure Phil's doing an episode on 70% Complete about specific naval chairs, like
Mm,
that were made for the Navy. It's very interesting. You never know what's going to come out of 70% Complete. It's why
yeah.
it's one of my favorite podcasts. But yeah, this was a great game, great little bite-sized game. If you're still hanging out, go play it, and we'll see you guys for the next episode. And take care on your way.
Bye. We waited 15 minutes. Teacher was not there. We looked up the staircase towards the offices. He wasn't
Hmm.
near his office or the staircase, so we went,
Okay.
"Welp." My group stood up and everyone else started packing their bags and we all left.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Like I mean, that's what you guys should do. Like,
'Cause like you're gonna tell us that like we need to be there for every class and then you're
right,
late?
right.